see me score?
Woo, I saw it.
I thought you had to work.
Yeah, I did too. Lost my job. I was just wondering if you could keep it for just a few hours.
Now, you got to pay your money like all the other mothers. I'm running the daycare, not a welfare.
Baby, this is for you.
All we gotta eat is oatmeal.
We've been here before, and don't we always make it? We're gonna be all right, Mom.
When she had nowhere left to turn.
Since my daddy died, never met the man. 3 bus tickets to Georgia.
She turned to a family she never knew she had.
I'm Leroy Brown. My friends call me Leroy Brown. And you can just call me Leroy Brown? Yeah, how you know? I want to know what these strangers are doing here during our time of bereavement. Pop Brown was my daddy. Oh, you the lie. My daddy wasn't a Rolling Stone.
Your daddy was a pimp.
So you mean to tell me you our sister?
Now,
Harry, Brenda, Harry.
Hey.
Harry's a high school coach and a friend of the family.
with a little help,
To my daughter, Brenda.
Brenda. He left me a house?
That's potential.
Oh, potential to be torn down.
and a lot of laughter.
Jesus, why? Why did they take me? What's wrong with you?
There's room for you too, you know.
She may just discover
Around here, men do that.
Where I'm from, women do it all.
Well, then maybe you should live here.
the person she was always meant to be.
What's this?
We just want to bless you with something. The single mothers have to stick together.
No, I can't.
This spring,
No child of mine is gonna sell dope. You hear me?
We ain't got nothing.
We're gonna be all right, I promise.
Tyler Perry and Lionsgate invite you to hold on to your
I
faith.
pray. I try to live right.
Don't you ever get tired of doing the right thing.
Hold on to your dreams.
Come on in this house.
He's being so nice because her son is a gold mine.
Hold on to your heart.
Is this some kind of game?
Well, that many men hurt you that you can't trust one?
He put up most of the money for this house.
He did.
And hold on
The man that went crazy to turn the TV off.
for the ride.
They ain't finna get me. They ain't finna get me. I'm gonna be on cops.
Tyler Perry's Meet the Browns.
Welcome back. This is the movie review, and we're reviewing Tyler Perry's new movie, The Browns. And this is one of his exciting movies, and he is doing big things. Mr. Tyler Perry and Angela Bassett played a very important role in this, along with Rick Fox. Is this his first appearance on the movie screen?
He may have had some cameos in some made the DVD movies, but I think this is his first big screen debut. And he didn't have to. It wasn't too much of a stretch for him. He played a basketball player. I mean, that should have come.
Yeah, I think he was a little bit tense. It seemed like in his acting, he wasn't really as good as I thought he could have been. But he played the role because he really, like you say, he really didn't have to go far to do this role as a basketball player, or a scout, or whatever.
Exactly. Again, Tyler Perry has given us a movie that I think will resonate with a lot of black females. He caters to black females, and Angela Bassett plays a single mom. She's got 3 kids, and she's got 3 different baby daddies. She's going through some hard times. She just lost her job. She gets invited to a funeral in Georgia, and that's where they meet Leroy Brown from the show House of Pain and the plays and all that.
And
so
not to mention, she's going through real hard times. I mean, she's scraping to keep the kids fed, and everybody is like trying.
The lights get cut off.
Her son is a basketball player, and the scouts are looking at him because he's so good, but his tennis shoes are old and worn out, and he can't hardly keep them up in the game.
Right. And, she's just, the boy's father. He's just. Well, the guy that plays him, he's like a character. I mean, he's just the meanest dude. He don't care. I'm not giving you a cent. A lot of the characters aren't really broadly played. It's like some stuff you've seen before, but Tyler Perry always seems to make his stuff work for whatever reason.
But I was going along with the movie, the concept and everything, except for the last little bit. Mardere's getting chased by the police. All of a sudden, they don't really tell what's going on. It's like something they just threw in, and it just really, it really took away from the movie, I think.
It had the feel of a play more than any of his previous movies. Daddy's Little Girls and Why Did I Get Married, that he came out with last year was just so good. And this movie was just a little bit of a step back, in my opinion.
Me too, I agree. It was, it started out good, and Angela Bassett, she's a wonderful actress, and her role was great, but I tend not to see her play different roles. She seemed like she played about the same role in every movie.
Well, you know, Angela Bassett can do...
She can act, I give her credit.
She can do comedy, she can do action, she's, you know,
but one of
versatile.
One of my favorite flops that she's ever played in was Vampire in Brooklyn with Eddie Murphy.
She actually made that movie watchable.
Mm-hmm. But if I got to grade this movie, I got to give it a C. It was worth seeing, and I want all the African Americans to go out and support it.
Support Tyler Perry.
But it wasn't as good as a Tyler Perry movie. It's not as good as it should have been.
After Why Did I Get Married was, you know, so many people would enjoy, and the DVDs are just flying off the shelves. I think this was a little bit of a disappointment.
Meet the Browns. It was #2 at the box office this week.
It made $20 million. I'm going to give it a B- because, you know, it's got Tyler Perry espousing the family values and, you know, the God first attitude. And, you know, you don't get to see that when you look out your window, but at least you can, you know, see it on a Tyler Perry movie, and, you know, and you can, that'll give you reminders of what it's really what it's like.
And they kind of threw this part in with the police chasing her car on the freeway because they setting up for one of his movies coming up. Ma Dear Goes to Jail. But they didn't really explain it. They just threw it in there. All of a sudden they turn on the TV. Hey, that's Ma Dear. Look at her. So he gave it a B- and I gave it a C. This is Meet the Browns. And real quick, we're going to tell you about the movie we're going to review next week. Drill Bit Taylor.
With Owen Wilson.
We already saw it, man. It's funny. It didn't do too well at the box office. It was #4, but I think it was a real good comedy. The kids, there's no profanity, not much profanity in it, and it's a good comedy for the kids. Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson, and it was actually a pretty funny movie. It was a lot better than I thought it would be.
Yes, and that's about all the time we have. And what are we reviewing next week?
The movie 21 with Kevin Spacey and Lawrence Fishburne should be worth watching.
All right, so we'll see you next week at the movies.